but is there any other hero they want to go for?
No, the Pango was banned out first phase. I was just looking to see. Yeah, Invoker's gone. I don't know if there's something they prefer up against the Storm Spirit. You know, they could go for the TA if they wanted to. No, they're going to go for the Tiny.
We have some extra lockdown, high armor hero against Ramses later on. Okay, so stealing a little bit of South American flair here. Definitely, Bryle definitely plays a lot against the South American players. I'll be honest, they were first banning Tiny when EG was playing against Beast Coast. And I'm not a big believer of that ban, but in this game I can see the value. You're going to be able to one-shot the Scarif Mage for how most of it.
Yeah.
And it's just a tanky guy that can withstand Ramses. Usually Quap might be able to do it well against the Storm, but not only you're not tanky enough, when Antares and Kiyotaka start playing together, it's Ramses that's, you know, what you should be worried about. He's the win condition, and I think this is gonna allow Bryle to scale a bit more in this game in case they don't close it out early for TSM. I like 9 Pandas draft though. I think they have a lot of good things going for it.
Okay, but if you had to pick one, are you leaning more towards TSM or 9 Pandas?
I think I'm going 9 Pandas, even though Kasane on the B seems very strong. I have my doubts about this Timado Slark. I think this hero is a little bit too uncertain.
Yeah.
He can have really good games, but if you are a little bit underfarmed against the Auk, he's just gonna, like, he waits for your Dark Pact and he one-shots you. Like, not one-shots you, but he kills you through the duration of Concoction.
Yeah, it does a lot of damage there. I think I'm going to be back in the 9 Pandas here as well. You know, we've seen a lot of the Brewmaster recently. You know, he's looking really good, and it's up to 9 Pandas to... No, excuse me, it's up to TSM to shut him down, and 9 Pandas, you know, they know how they want to make it work, so that might be the defining factor coming into this one, and maybe, yeah, TSM getting a little bit baited, thinking they weren't going to pick it again with this all-hero challenge going on for 9 Pandas, but it's going to be... I think they've played all of these heroes before, and in fact, no, they have. So 9 Pandas, they're breaking that streak, and they're going through. Yeah, so this is the first time they've double picked on all of these heroes. I think the Brew and the Storm were in the same game against Enigma Galaxy, but yeah, they have run these heroes before.
For sure. And, you know, I think there's nothing wrong with that. 9 Pandas, they are not going to hold off here against TSM. Possibly their last game, but there's a chance. And if they win this, then we have that deadly BO1 pretty much deciding how TSM and 9 Panda, which one of these teams will stay. We will see a first blood. Solo going for maybe some Trojan plays here, trying to bait TSM in.
Maybe. Ooh, we got a pause. Let's see. Okay, just a quick go. So, maybe a mistake on the pause or some Discord issue, something like that. So, going to be able to get involved straight away, and we'll see the pings coming out. If you want to try and go for this one here, yeah, you've got Kasane that's sitting close, but Ramses, do they want to try and make a move onto this one? Kasane is fairly far back, so he might scout this out before he commits to it, and you've got 4 heroes down here for TSM. They might try and make a move.
Some tips right here. Okay.
Do they want to go? Is anyone stepping up for it? Timado's going to show. But 9 Pandas, they're playing it safe here now as well, yeah. Only going to spot Kasane on the high ground, so it looks like it's just going to be that 2-for-2 trade.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Now, in terms of the lanes, I expect Storm to do fairly well here against Bryle on the Tiny. This Tiny pick's not about the lane, it's about what offers with the Blink Dagger timing.
Yeah.
Then on the off lane, we're gonna have a Beastmaster. Who's actually the 4? Is it Disruptor or NP? It's the Disruptor.
Well, for now, yeah. Okay, it's gonna be Ari on the Nature's Prophet. Yeah, okay, so that's gonna be the 4, I do believe.
Alright, so he will TP there. A lot of physical damage coming from the boars, that Blightstone, and the Beastmaster hits. This should be a decent lane for TSM. I think solo, even though usually you like having a melee offlaner, yeah, you just get taken down.
That is ridiculous.
Too many roots and flows.
Yeah, absolutely ridiculous coming through. And like you say, the Blightstone boost onto the right clicks as well. They just ate through Antares, excuse me, they ate through and solo. And They're just going to be able to repeat this on the lane every time he comes forward. But on the bottom lane, though, they might be able to get the kill into Whitemon. Whitemon having to move himself back. He's got that regen coming through from the tower as well as his own salve. In the mid lane, though, Bryle is being punished a little bit. But we did see Bryle punished in the last game. Solo, he gets his revenge instantly onto Ahri, though.
All right. I love the hawk with the little hat, though. It looks so good. You have the hawk, you have the boars, everyone ready for a party. If TSM win this, they will all be partying as Ahri will TP here. Very low here on Kiyotaka, but Bryle also not that healthy.
No, and Bryle, does he have a tree? He doesn't for the next 10 seconds or so can't even toss that one out onto Kiyotaka. So he does put himself at Kiyotaka's mercy for the time being. But is it going to be enough to get the kill here? Kiyotaka playing really darn low, 1 second, but no tree to pick up. And it looks like Kiyotaka is going to get the heal from the Tango. Whitemon on the bottom lane, though. They do take down MieRo.
Very nicely done. That's Lark. Honestly, I've seen a lot of lanes where they try to run, you know, Monkey Kings and Ursus against Brewmaster, and it doesn't work out as well as I expected. So that's why I was not that confident in this Lark. Even though it used to be a classic counter, that evasion, that Cinder Brew, is tough. So you can see that Timado can barely survive there.
He is going to be able to get the salve off, back to a decent amount of health here. But while that is happening, MieRo, they are going to be able to push this lane in. Do they want to go on to Antares again? Looks like in the mid lane, Avalanche comes out. No tree toss to follow up, and no actual tosser from Bryle. Doesn't have it skilled up just yet. So just going to throw some harass out onto Kiyotaka. But yeah, for the minute, it looks like Bryle, he's just trying to play defensively while Kiyotaka getting some harass off. But is keeping close here on those last hits, 14 to 13 and 4 denies each.
Timado recovering. Like, sure, there's the Cinder Brew. At least Slark can actually dispel that. But the evasion, as you get more levels here from MieRo, have to really account for that. You can G-bait yourself trying to kill MieRo. If he gets lucky with the RNG of the evasion, you can end up killing yourself to that Sky.
Yeah, and how is Ramses doing in terms of farm? He's actually not doing... Oh no, there's going to be the TP into the mid lane before the level 6 here, so Kiyotaka, he gets tossed back, and that's going to be a really nice introduction into the mid lane from Ahri, just saying, yeah, don't forget, I am here, I have the TPs, I have the sprouts, and he wasn't level 6 on the Storm, so they get the damage and they get the kill into Kiyotaka.
And that's one thing we were talking about, right? They picked the Storm into NP, and if there's one thing Storm hates is being ganked before level 6, and guess what? NP can do that the entire laning stage. As Antares here, low, but gets glimpse back.
Yeah, and Timado, is he going to be able to take advantage of this one? He's going to be slowed right down. Ramses gets the kill onto Ahri on the other lane, but Timado, using those one charges, gets himself back to pretty much full health. And, well, he still takes a punishment after that one. Kasane on this top lane as well. He's just throwing the hawk around, and it is... So, like, it is a party hat, but it reminds me of, like, the old time, you know, the hats that everyone wore when they were going to bed with, like, the little, the bobble on the end of it there, too. That's what that party hat looks like.
Yeah. I know what you mean. As Kasane here gets stunned, a lot of damage. They do get a kill on the other side.
Look at this. Kasane's just wasting a load of time. Solo's taking tower shots now as well. Kasane, can he just outweight this one? Ramsey's trying to do his best, and Timado gets a kill into MieRo. And back to the top lane. It looks like, in fact, Kasane is going to wait for this TP, and it's coming from Ahri now as well. The Sprout comes out. A couple more right click. He's going to be able to take him down. No way. The axe is even doing a little bit of damage there, but Ahri gets himself another kill on the board.
I mean, that's why NP is also very often first phase banned, getting so much done. Killing Kiyotaka mid, they go bottom, they kill both heroes, both the Brew and the Sky, and following that with a kill on the top side as, you know, Pandas. They try to do with the Beast, but they try to do that the other time with the Bloodseeker Lich, and this hero is so tanky. Yeah. It's very hard. You have the root of you have the attack speed slow of the Boars and the root slowing you down. It's not easy for these heroes, even though it's an ET, right? Known for being such a lane dominator.
Yep, and Timado, does he get himself away? He does get himself back, and just barely hanging on. Level 4, so he doesn't have the regen coming in. They have a toss in the mid lane onto Kiyotaka. Kiyotaka now once again, the TP comes in. Do they have the damage? One more right click. It's going to be enough. Kiyotaka, I see the idea. I get it, but the right click damage, it was stacking up and up and up, and no way for him to live through that.
Another attempt top. Blood grenade.
Did he get this kill? Kasane forced
no
right
acid
back.
Spray though.
Yeah. And, I mean, he was close to his tier 1 anyway, and now Solo's going to be in trouble. The Glimpse comes through as well. There's going to be Ari. He does this on foot, and they're going to be able to get another kill onto Solo. 8-2 in the first 6 minutes of the game here for TSM.
These side lanes from 9 Pandas are such a big problem. In both games, they are not really reading their strength properly, and they're just forcing, like, they're diving towers, and that just allows TSM, usually it already allows TSM to TP and help, but with the NP on top of it, it's just a big problem that they have. They cannot solve for the Beastmaster being this tanky, and they keep on banging their heads against Kasane, and every time they just yoink more kills for TSM.
Yeah, and that kill doesn't get easier the more items that Kasane has, and now they're going to be able to go in. Avatos, he's only level 5 still here on the Storm, tossed back, and they should be able to get another kill out. There's going to be a little bit of damage coming through from the side of 9 Pandas. The sleep, the 3-man sleep as well, but Bryle, can he get himself out of this one? The Glimpse, and it takes away the aggro here. Even Bryle will survive, has that Bossel, and the tier 1 tower takes a lot of punishment in the meantime as well. So it's just, what is that, 3-4 deaths now on the Storm Spirit? Kiyotaka really not having a good time.
So Brew is at 0 and 2, unable to even click creeps, and he's ahead of Kiyotaka right now. Oh, and Ari gets the Wisdom Room. Dude, this is actually out of control. We were talking about Sven being a problem as Timado.
He's going to get gone on now as well. The Storm Spirit going to try and commit all of his mana to get this kill. He does in the end with the Remnant damage, but it's going to be a long walk back to the lane here. In fact, he gets glimpsed back in. Does he get himself out of this one? The Avatos comes through, and this is going to be another death. Kiyotaka, one more right click from anybody, and Bryle, he's going to be able to take him down.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, at least the Stark wasn't level 6, so I get the idea with the rotation.
Yeah.
But you're always gonna pay. Like, if you think about it, Disruptor plus NP is such a deadly combination for Storm. You have the global capabilities. You're gonna abuse the lack of mana as MieRo, only level 4, should fall here.
He is dead to the toss on Bryle here, and it's gonna make him just Bryle getting the tosses off onto pretty much everybody. He's, you know, tossing and getting the kills, and there's nothing that 9 Pandas can do to stand up to it. Doesn't seem. And now look at this. Ari shows on the bottom lane and just keeps himself right up to the top lane. The Hawk coming in, getting the dive, getting the aggression onto Ramses, and Ramses, acid spray is down. He's taking a whole lot of damage. Yeah, no, he's straight up dead here. One more right click, and they're saving it for the Hawk. It seems like. At Ari, what's Ari on in terms of kills? Because he must be close. Yeah, 5 kills and 6 assists. He's been involved in nearly every single kill here on the side of TSM.
I mean, he's on some... I don't know what he's taking, but I want some of it, because he is actually the same level as the Alchemist. He is ahead of both the Brew and the Storm on the enemy side. As much as Alchemist can farm and recover, every single other corner side of 9 Pandas is on food stamps.
Yeah, and this is what we talked about in the draft, right? The Nature's Prophet, being able to get to that Wisdom Rune. If you aren't there the second that Wisdom Rune spawns, he is going to steal it away from you. And you can see that it's benefited TSM in terms of levels, because all of the heroes now getting up close to those ultimates. Kasane, he's out of mana, but Acid Spray into the Unstable Concoctions. He's going to be jumping as well from Kiyotaka. Kiyotaka, is he going to be able to get himself on the board? Kasane, it's going to take a decent amount of time to get the kill. They do finally get him, but Ari on the bottom lane gets another kill onto the Brewmaster. And this is going to be 4 heroes stacking up for that kill on Kasane, a solo kill on Kasane. And meanwhile, it gives so much time to TSM.
Yeah. I mean, it's still, I guess, okay, right? At least you killed one of the highest net worth heroes on the TSM side.
Yeah.
But look at Ari. I love the item that he's going for the Atos here. No way for Kiyotaka to get... It's so easy now for Bryle to set up those Eva tosses, as he's actually going for the sky a little bit deep here.
Did they actually get Bryle here? There is going to be that shield rune still on him, so he's not even taking health damage. And now, Kiyotaka, he's going to use all of his mana just to try and get on top of Ari. Ari's going to be a lot of gold that he gives up here. It is going to be about 600 gold, 700 gold, but they're going to be able to get the kill into Kiyotaka after the fact. And Bryle, he's just waiting. Glimpse comes back. They might even be able to take down the Scarlet Mage after this now as well. Bryle, does he have that toss? Anything to throw forwards? He does. He throws a Disruptor, and the Disruptor, one more right click. Is it going to be enough? He breaks the vision though here. Scarlet Mage behind the trees. And it was close, but close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, which you do throw out, but Scarlet Mage, fortunately for him, Disruptor is neither. And Ramsey's going to self-stun.
He's killing himself.
Kasane gets the credit for that now as well. And now Kiyotaka back lines, get the dive. Ari easy to go down again. Kiyotaka again, committing all of the mana from this. His Stomp's going to be there, and it looks like the Nature's Prophet, he could be in trouble. Scar's Mage rotating in, but Bryle's going to be there for the backup. Does he get the Avalanche off? It's not going to be in time to save Ari, but it might be in time to get the kill onto Kiyotaka, and still those Hawks go. They dive, and Kiyotaka, he's using the last of his mana to get away. The axes, it's not going to be enough. The Stomp, it stops him in the tracks, but the glimpse back Whitemon, he does get the kill onto Kiyotaka, and now the Avalanche was that toss solo, trying to get himself away from this one. He will not be able to leave. They just drag him right back in. He is dead.
Alright, this is getting out of control here. You still have Ramses as the highest net worth, but we saw him dying just now. Doesn't even have his relic. In a good game, you wanted to have Radiance right now. And that's not even the biggest problem. Like, look at MieRo, he just cracked level 6, I think, and he's level 7. Like, so many problems they have to face. They have a glimpse as well, but Disruptor actually not showing.
Static Storm dropped onto that Ramses. It was cheeky. He was trying to get it off before the toss came out.
Alright, they're gonna get some D wards here. They see. I'm actually waiting to get this ward. Why is Ari keeping that one?
I don't know. Giggles, I guess.
Is this bait? Dude, I guess. This is some 40 chess. I do not comprehend. He's dead.
Yeah, he does finally fall. Don't know, mate. He just kept hold of it for, like I say, just a bit of a giggle.
Okay. Getting back here with our broadcast. Bryle already has that Blink Dagger, looking for Ramses.
No way. It's going to be the 3-man stack here. Mystic Flare comes out. He's already going to be away from it. He gets the kill onto the Scarlet Mage. And it's going to be the Roar as well. Did he get the kill onto Kiyotaka? Kiyotaka going to have to use all of his mana to get himself away from this one. And now they change targets onto Ramses. Just when he thought he was out, they drag him right back in. And he is going to be killed off now. It looks like they might get the kill onto Kasane as revenge. But TSM going to be more than happy with this one. And while that's going on, you've got Timado. We keep forgetting about Timado as he just continues his farm up here in the bottom lane, and he's looking really good top of the net worth. That's really where you want to be seeing the Alchemist, but at the minute it's going to be the Slark rocking that top net worth. And Solo, speaking about getting rocked here, he's got to be careful about that Sprout and all the damage that follows it up.
Yeah, Timado can chill. Like, you don't need... Like, if you're shutting down the Alchemist this hard, all you really want is to get that Midas KO to the point where you're not going to be scared of the burst damage of both Alk and Sky. This game, I think I really want to see the experience advantage, because I'm looking at the levels here, and this is such a disaster for 9 Pandas. Yeah, look at that. It's a 26% deficit on the experience.
Big swing there, and
Wisdom Rune needs to be secured here for 9 Pandas. they want to camp this to make sure Ari doesn't steal it. Yeah.
Both of them going away, but I think Ari will be happy. I mean, he might smell the trap. In fact, no, look at this. TSM, they want to go. They want to back up the Nature's Prophet. They're just out of range of vision here in the smoke. And they're going to make this happen. 15 seconds. Is there going to be the TP as well from the Nature's Prophet? Bryle actually steps himself up. Solo's going to get caught out. Drums gets popped, but there's going to be the silence onto Tiny here now as well. Whitemon, he throws out that Static Storm, Kinetic Field. Glimpse comes back, so he's going to be able to drag that one away here. Whereas Ari's going to be throwing out the Nature's Wrath, and it looks like they're going to try and fight around this one. But the runes do spawn. Earth Split is going to be used here. Did they get the kill to Bryle? Bryle is really darn low. He gets killed off by Solo in the end. And it looks like Ari, he didn't actually go for the snatch. So, yeah, Antares going to be able to pick up that one Wisdom Rune. Oh, wait, no, did he?
I don't think...
No freaking way. No way he got it in and got out.
Look, I'll be honest. I'm not even sure it's worth it, though. Because they lost 2 big boys there. I think if Ari just fought with them at the beginning, it was probably for the better. Like, sure, it feels cool that he steals the Wisdom Rune. But losing your mid and enabling 9 Pandas there, they got a pretty decent chunk of gold back from those kills.
Yeah, really.
Maybe we can check the experience at disadvantage, but I would assume they have less than 26% deficit now. 25. There you go. That's a 1% increase right there. Kasane.
They might not be done just yet. Yeah, well, the Roar comes through. Are they going to be able to get this damage off? There's going to be the run away here from Kasane. Chase right in. Kiyotaka. There's going to be the Roar Debaters coming out from Rari. Do they get the kill? They do still take him down, and Kiyotaka will be able to dive away after the fact.
Okay, so 9 Pandas showing signs of life. Honestly, like, Kiyotaka was throwing his body so much here against TSM that I was very scared for him.
Yeah, look at this.
Yeah, Timado, as we said, He's been slowly but surely becoming a very scary fish. Oh, good glimpse.
Does he get the damage off? There's going to be the static storm, so it's going to stop the splits. Timado, though, can he actually get the damages? There's going to be the Sprout coming through, and Ari. Yeah, of course it's Ari that gets the kill.
But you could see how that evasion is annoying. If he was like one level ahead, the Brewmaster maybe survives through all of that and gets the split off. This is, I think, the early start was very tough for MieRo, but in a better game, you could see the Slark struggling against Brew. You know, there's a reason this hero gets picked so often.
Can I just... This is a position 4 Nature's Prophet that has more net worth than the position 3 Brewmaster, more net worth than the position 2 Storm Spirit. He's going straight for Aghanim Scepter here on Ari. You know, he's been stacking up the kills. It's not farm. He's literally just been farming hero kills.
Yeah, it's definitely a big part of the hero, but you gotta be careful. This hero, you can bait yourself so much, like you feel so strong, but because they have this Storm, because they have this burst damage heroes, even the Blink that eventually will be picked up on Ramses, you can die a lot as well. So feeding that net worth away can become your own nemesis as Kasane.
It's going to be the Mystic Flare coming out here as well onto the Beastmaster. Beastmaster, can he survive through this one? The Spirit Vessel, he gets the roar off before he does go down. They get the kill onto the Scarith Mage. Glimpse back now as well. Kiyotaka is going to be rooted to the spot, and the Sprout comes out after the fact. And the split here from the Panda. Do they get enough to get the kill onto the Disruptor? Disruptor's trying to run himself away from this one. The split, it unsplits himself, and now he's caught in the Sprout. There's going to be enough heroes here to get the kill onto the Pandalin. And MieRo, he is probably going to be regretting that, and he's just no way he gets himself away. And of course, Ari gets himself a double kill from this one, and picking up, he's already got the point boost. He's going to be going towards the Ags after that Rod of Atos. And yeah, Nature's Prophet, he's even above his own mid, well, he was for a second above his own mid laner in terms of net worth.
Yeah, pretty deep dive that they went for. They killed the Beastmaster, but you can see how costly it is for them. They pay a hefty price for going for that play. I think if 9 Pandas wants to be going for these aggressive moves, you need to look for people away from the tier 1 tower. It's just too easy for TSM to assist as Bryle. Dives deep, good glimpse.
A really good glimpse into the static storm. Rod of Atos now as well. Timado even going to get involved. There's going to be the Sprout coming out. It doesn't matter. Timado gets himself in there because he does have a way in. With that pounce, he just closes the gap. They get another kill onto Kiyotaka.
Alright, it's going to be alright. And NP, pretty much 1400 gold away from that eggs will be another way to stop the Storm on his tracks when he's going for those deep dives.
And 24 to 12 here, 4k net worth. So the net worth difference, thanks to the Alchemist being in the game, it's not a massive difference, but you look at the rest of them here. Free Roche for TSM. Everybody apart from the Alchemist on the side of 9 Pandas is below pretty much everybody else on the side of TSM. And yeah, Ari 4th in net worth.
Yeah, the start of this game was so rough. Even though 9 Pandas did a decent job at stabilizing both the net worth and the experience, I think most of that gold is only the Alchemist, right?
Yeah.
He will need to play flawlessly for the next 15 minutes as Ramses, and at least, you know, starts getting a kill here.
Through the Twin Gate, though. They want to get aggressive here. They might even be able to find out Ramses. The road comes through onto the Scarith Mage. We have the damage to take him down here, because Scarith really not that tanky at all, and they even take down solo. Looks like Ramses in the trees. Did he cancel his TP? No, he didn't cancel his TP.
Timado, he gets it!
Timado cancels the TP, and now the Sprout is out, and it looks like this is going to be Ramses taking another whole load of hurt here. As TSM, they do lose the Disruptor, but they get 3. Hell, you look at Bryle, he's getting aggressive. They might even be able to get some more. The Sprout comes out. There's not going to be a Rod of Atos keeping him locked down, but Kiyotaka has to just jump around for his life. Spirit Vessel, you've got the split out into MieRo now as well. They might be able to get the kill onto Bryle. Bryle, he's a big tanky boy. Do they have enough to get through that shell? And the rest of the rocks as well, but not before he kills off Kiyotaka, and then he just stands there, says, job's done, you do your worst. MieRo in the Sprout. Kinetic Field comes out now, and they've got the damage to take down MieRo as well, because that Sprout is already gone. They should be able to chase him down yet. Timado with the pounces, and he's just trying to run for his life here as MieRo. Sprout comes out once more. Timado's going to miss with the pounce, but he's still going to be chased down. He's trying to use that Spirit Vessel to keep himself alive, and Solo gets a kill into Whitemon. He goes a little bit too far. No way MieRo gets out of this one. He's going to be able to get into the trees and getting that TP away as Kasane takes down Antares.
This is awful. When he felt like at least they were going to get that tiny, even using the split to try and kill Bryle. Sure, they get it, but it was such a costly move from 9 Pandas. I talked about, you know, playing perfect on Ramses, but he dies with that clutch bounce from Timado. Just everything going well for TSM. I don't think they care at all about losing those 2 heroes. They have the Aegis, they have the control of the map. All their towers are falling. The triangle's going to be taken away. even though we have a map now that kind of allows heroes like Tiao. Oh, wait a second.
Damn, they just get another pounce on. Yeah, the toss comes through, and he's going to be tossed in the bin. Kiyotaka, it's just not having a good time. I can't check his stats to see how many deaths he's on, but it's a lot.
Beautiful. That's... TSM really, I think on the back of Ari, his early laning stage was insane. We saw those kills on the Storm, the side lanes crumbling. Even now that 9Pandas, you know, they kind of gave up on the whole all-hero challenge thing. It even feels worse for them this time without this fan on TSM and, you know, I guess more normal heroes for 9Pandas. Maybe they had to stay, continue with the challenge.
Yeah, look at that. The damage coming through onto Ramses there. And look again, TSM going to be able to get all of the Wisdom Runes because just unfortunately, 9Panda's not in the position to take them up. Roar comes through. Static Storm is here. The damage coming through onto Ramses. Can he get himself away from this one? BKB is going. He's got the channel coming through on the Unstable Concoction as well. Throws it onto one of the illusions. Had to throw it somewhere to make sure he wasn't self-stunned. But it just forced out his BKB, his ultimate, you know, running away with the Unstable Concoction going. And Ramses just feels like even though he's top of the net worth, just cannot have an impact in these fights. And look at this now as well. Bryle's just going to be jumping in. There's going to be silenced off. There's going to be the Rotovators coming out as well. Mystic Flare. They do get the kill onto Bryle, so maybe an overextension there from the Tiny.
Yeah, he was diving a tier 3 by himself there. A little bit too cocky for Bryle. Doesn't really change the overall status quo of the game, but if they get too low here for the tournamenter, maybe 9Pandas could find another jump. I'm not sure they were ready though.
I mean, TSM are just bullying 9Pandas at this point. They're not letting them have any objectives. Nothing around the map. Wisdom Runes, check. Tormentor, check. You know, we're taking all your towers as well. Well, there's still a tier 2 tower on the top lane, but Ari probably going to make quick work of this. And yeah, he's been a beast in this game. And did he actually want to make a move? Kiyotaka's going to try and come in with that Rotovators. Does he want to try and get himself out of this now as well? You have Solo backing Kiyotaka up. Even Ramses getting involved. They need this kill. And it's going to be a good amount of gold. Giving it over to Ramses here as well. So maybe they want to twin gate this one. Do they want to fight? Yeah, TSM, they're going to have more than 2-3 teammates here. Kiyotaka in trouble. The pounce comes through. They're going to have the roar. They're going to have the lockdown. They're going to have the kill. And Kiyotaka once again will fall. Oh, the toss. But it's only going to be onto the creeps.
Even after that kill, look at the difference in net worth between Ari and Storm. It's like a 2k goal lead.
3 and 11 here. It feels like the Storm's playing the position 4. Not, I mean, I know they're on different teams and they could both be playing the position 4, but Ari feels like more of the mid laner in this game. And yeah, Kiyotaka just not having an impact on the Storm.
Yeah, I think that is the one aspect of 9Pandas draft that I felt was very bold, just picking Storm into the NP. And that was very smart from TSM, right? We talked about, let's say, Quap being picked up, whereas the avatars of Tiny is just so much better if they can get out an early lane advantage against Kiyotaka. Both Bryle and Ari made Kiyotaka's life awful. I think he's like forcing a lot of plays just to buy time for Ramses. He's the only saving grace. At this stage, when you're just far behind on Storm, you need to let Ramses be the one that's going to do the carrying. But it really totally like ruined his game. If they're going to win here on 9Pandas, it's going to be out of some insane 5-man concoctions that I'm not even sure how you pull off because there's no vacuum.
Bryle this time, he does have the BKB. The toss comes back solo. He's trying to get himself away, but the Rotovators comes out. There's the Sprout. There's the damage. There's the kill. And Bryle will pick it up and then have a nice nap afterwards. And Kasane's going to try and get in. Get the Roar. If they don't, the split will come through. Mystic Flare onto the Beastmaster. Beastmaster, though, going to be pushed out with the Sprout as well as the Kinetic Field coming through here. So they have that protection. Can they get the kill onto Ramses? Ramses is going to get really darn low. And it looks like they do get the kill onto Kasane, but Timado, he's trying to do his best. He's getting these right clicks off again. Another Kinetic Field coming through. Do they have the catch? Do they have enough? The self-stun onto Ramses. Ramses has nowhere to throw it. And now Timado, he pops his BKB. He's going to pounce in. Backlines Bryle. He wants to get this kill onto Antares, onto that Scarith Mage here. And you can see that Ramses is going to be able to take down Whitemon. Antares is going to survive for a little bit longer, but the chase down, it looks like solo. Timado, can he live through this one? He's got that Shadow Dance going. He wants the kill, and the toss comes through, so it will finally be confirmed. And now Timado, he can get that leap away, the TP away. But no, Tiny's going to cancel it there, and Ari wants to carry on going here. Ramses, he might be out of his ultimate. The pounce comes right back in. Timado, he was out in the shadows for a couple of seconds. He gets his health all the way back. And MieRo, Antares is going to get pretty down low. The toss comes through into the pounce. This is going to be a really good 1-2 punch here. Just knock MieRo on his arse, and Tiny will go down eventually. Bryle, oh, MieRo, he gets that hand of Midas off before he goes down, but he will eventually go down.
value right there, getting the Midas at least, but you gotta say, this fight was honestly decent from 9 Pandas. Ramses tanked a lot of damage. He was this wall between TSM and 9 Pandas. So they did get Bryle at the end, and they're gonna try and engage again, but yeah, at nighttime, good luck trying to really surprise Timado here.
Double pounce as well to get himself away. So he just commits everything there, Timado, just to make sure he gets himself out. And yeah, like you say, at night time with that Ag's leap, no way you were catching up as Ramses.
So he did go for Butterfly here just to try and withstand those right clicks from Timado. For a while, this is going to be good enough. But what about everyone else? Oh, Antares gets lucky.
Yeah, he gets the zig and Timado does zag, so Antares was able to dodge that one off there, but Timado was hunting, and this is just how confident he feels coming into this match. And it is an 11k net worth lead here. Even between the two carries, it's only about 1,000 gold that the Alchemist is really ahead, and at that point you want him to be about 5,000 to 6,000 gold ahead, and it's just not come off for Ramses.
Yeah, and it's not only how ahead Alki is from the enemy team, but how behind everyone else on 9 Pandas is too, right? You need so much from everyone else, and I guess MieRo is at least slowly recovering that. Midas gives him level 15. If he can reach that level 20, the Pandas definitely become obnoxious. Next Aegis is really the decision maker for this game. I think if TSM secures it, they're pretty much guaranteed to get some lanes of barracks. But if 9 Pandas denies it or somehow steals it, there's a chance, you give that to Kiyotaka. He's going to have those 2 lives to wreak havoc. DL can definitely solo kill some supports. Both the Nature's Prophet and Disruptor can fall to Ramses.
Oh, look at this. Ari's just hunting the position 4. He is fishing around the map. Not going to see anyone. They do have a defensive ward down there, 9 Pandas as well. Kiyotaka is standing close, but won't be scouted out. And Ari just backs himself away. Ari, why not? He's got himself the Gleipnir. He's got himself the Ag Scepter going towards his BKB next. This is the normal position 4 build that you see most people in pubs building. No, this is actually what I see my position 4 Nature's Prophets building. Even when they don't intend it to be, even when they're not playing as good as Ari, they've got to get those support items.
Yeah, I mean, you want to get the Atos, and you don't really have that many slots left, so I see no problem with the Gleipnir there, as 9 Pandas will slowly try and get control over the Roche side. Still a minute for the spawn, so
good jump in. What can he do here? Antares, one more right click. Is he going to go down? Glimmer KP keeps him alive. They've got MieRo in the Static Storm. The roar comes out after the fact. So if they can kill him before the split, the Earth Splitter will be used, but not the Panda split. And now they get the drive back on Solo. There is going to be that Gleipnir being thrown out. They should get the kill. I think the Hawk was thrown up by the Tiny when it was in mid-dive, but they do still get the kill onto Solo.
I mean, decent attempt from 9 Pandas. It's just that MieRo hesitated with the split, and once that storm was used, I'm honestly surprised he almost survived the entire time with Bryle and NP hitting him, but doesn't get the split off, and the fight is over there. I guess it's smart of Ramses to not commit, but it means that they will be forced to glyph and probably also give up Roche. Let's see if TSM, their draft is not necessarily good at sieging.
I mean, do they
stay here for too long, or do they go back for Roche?
No, they've got a Tiny and a Prophet and a Slug. They really can get through the towers and the buildings here, I think. So
yeah, Bryle Shard really helps. I didn't know he had Shard.
Yeah, and maybe they just back themselves away after taking the tier 3. Let these the trains do what they can and back themselves out to Roche. But yeah, if they get another fight like that, they can definitely break that base. Oh, there's going to be the jump out onto Bryle, though. Bryle, does he want to try and use his... I don't even know if he's got his BKB. He doesn't have the next 14 seconds. So this might be where they try and find something here. 9 Pandas, they do get the kill. And it looks like the split is going to be used now as well. So, Static Storm, did he want to try and throw that one out? They're going to save it now. Kinetic Field, it looks like Kasane. He's going to go for the TP. He gets out. No way. And, well,
Shard.
Got that Hurricane coming through. Timado uses his own BKB. Can he get himself away from this one? He's going to be able to dive himself out. TP comes through. And yeah, no way to cancel that one. Everybody but Bryle gets out alive. Good fight for 9 Pandas, but it means they've committed so much to that. What do they have left if they need to fight recently?
I think they're going to get Roche for free. The Depth Shroud was really good from Timado. Allows the Beastmaster to survive. But those TPs, it should... I mean, Ramses TP'd bottom. But I think if they just instantly went for Roshan, there must maybe a chance they could go for it. But no mana on Kiyotaka. They are playing safe here. They know they are very far behind.
Yeah, no, 9 Pandas Are they going to try and push into this Roshan? Because everyone on TSM is back alive. Ari can push out this top lane if he wants to, put some pressure onto the base, and then meet up and join the rest of TSM around the Roche pit. And I think that's what he's going to do. You can see that Ari just tucked into the top left corner there. Of the, around the jungle. So he could look to TP himself up and then just push out this lane.
Alright, so the scan from Dire, 9 Pandas trying to figure out if TSM already joined the pit, but they don't really have the best Roche lineup on TSM. Slark not known for being really good at that.
Oh,
as
the
they
pounce.
Find kiyotaka.
Do they have enough time to get the kill off now as well? They do. They have the control. Static Storm, it was coming out after the fact, but the roll now onto Ramses, and Ramses, can he get through him? Ramses, he does have that Radiance going, so there's going to be the mischance there, but the damage coming through. He has to pop his BKB caught in the Spiral. Backlines, you've got Bryle. He is hunted onto that Scarith Mage again on Ramses. He's going to be 1v4. He's going to try and get himself away from this one. He might just go for the self-stun. He throws it out onto Ari, but it's going to be recast right back at him, and it might be enough damage to get the kill onto him. When they drag back with the Disruptor, he does glimpse in out solo. Going to try and go for that TP. MieRo is going to be on top of the cliff. Bryle, does he? No, he blinks over him. He blinks over him and can't land the stun, but they still take 3 heroes, 9 Pandas. They are suffering.
They really are. And we talked about this interaction, whether, Battlefield was going to be the item that Alp was going to choose.
Yeah.
After you don't really have Quelling Blade in your inventory, this is so tough. You're always will be looking for either that Storm or the Alk, and Ari getting that Sprout pretty much just wins the fight. The BKB duration got entirely wasted. He almost, he didn't stun himself, but he got reflected towards him.
Yeah.
And I think this is Roshan for TSM. They pushed the lane, they tried to maybe force a buyback, but there's no buyback to be forced.
You can see that Ari, he's already making the move to put the pressure onto the top lane, so it's going to be a push into the Roche pit here from Timado. Yeah, trying to get himself... it is the second Roshan, yeah. So Aegis and Cheese, while Ari distracts 9 Pandas in the top part of the map.
Alright, they even have this Glowthorn here on Timado. It makes him very tanky against the Storm and the Scarith Mage. And that silence, I'm not sure, I don't think there's a BKB on Kiyotaka, right?
I want to say no, but I'm not 100%
the way he
sure.
died last fight, I don't think he has a BKB.
No, building
very
towards it.
far away.
Yeah, but
Yep.
a ways off, yeah. So yeah, Timado just wants to carry on pushing in. Has this Aegis now. 5 minutes on the Aegis. The Cheese going the way of Bryle. I mean, Bryle's been dying in the back line, so he has been like 1v3ing. So he's died a couple of times doing that. And Timado even says, okay, we're going to take the Tormentor again. And 9 Pandas, yeah, they're in Spain without the S, it seems like, coming into this game.
Gotta be careful here. TSM getting pretty low, close to the Tormentor, so...
That's not how you want to pop the Aegis. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, though, Bryle doing a lot of damage. Kiyotaka has to throw out the Vortex. Ball lightning himself out of danger.
Yeah, should be fine, as we do see all of the tier 2 towers already down. For 9 Pandas, they need a godly tower defense, but there's no BKB on the Storm. A on Disc is the item Brewmaster is choosing to pick up. That Static Storm by itself already feels really, really powerful, but then you add the Primal Roar, you add the double stun from Slark, the double root. I think this is an incredibly hard base defense for 9 Pandas. It's just the ET. Solo needs to get some godly Echo Stomps.
Yeah, well, they're going to be able to get the jump in now as well. MieRo, do they have the lockdown to stop that split coming out? The Stomp, the silence is low to stop. It's going to be the Vortex drag back onto the Slark, and again, Slark still has the Aegis. He just disappears. Okay.
That armor reduction from Solo.
But can he get himself out of this one now? He's trying to go out. Timado taking a lot of damage. There's going to be the Shadow Dance. The roar comes through. He's actually going to try and turn onto Ramses. Ramses forced up to the high ground now. And Timado, he's got that Shadow Dance. He's got the Depth Shard to come through now as well. Static Storm into the kinetic field. They've got the lockdown onto 2 or 3 heroes. Going to get a kill onto MieRo. MieRo trying to run himself away from this one. He's going to be unsplit. And now with the stun out, they're going to be able to get themselves on top of Ari. Did they get the kill onto Kasane now as well? Ari and Kasane have gone down. Can they get any more from this 9 Pandas? Bryle with the TP out. Do they have the disruption? They don't. They have no way to stop that. They do lose 2 on the side of TSM. Everybody else gets out alive. Good defense there from 9 Pandas.
We asked for godly Echo Stomps, and Solo delivers. Slark out of all heroes. This one is very hard to get the Stomp without Dark Pact being used, and he got it. They instantly blew up the first life. Then Timado is forced to BKB Shadow Dance to survive the second one. They didn't really get that many kills from TSM, but still, like, the Aegis being taken out actually relieves a lot of pressure. TSM's high ground kind of mediocre when you take a look on how good the high ground defense on the side of 9 Pandas is.
Yeah, they definitely need to win a fight. Yo, TSM, it's going to be the silence onto Timado. They have a way to take buildings, but it's really hard to go up that high ground. So, yeah, TSM, they need to win a fight outside of the base before they try and take another high ground push, I think.
Abyssal Blade here on the way for Ramses. Doesn't have a courier, but should be able to finish it relatively soon. MieRo, level 19. Those Pandas start to become a problem. Radiance is up. And I think Ramses, they went for this exact same strategy in the other game. He disassembles his Radiance for a Nullifier, and then the Brewmaster keeps carrying the Radiance throughout the game. Because as an Alchemist, that Radiance is not that good of an item as a DPS item later on. So I really like this strategy. It's pretty much the same strategy they played last time. Did they win against Nigma? I think they did, right?
Yeah, they did when they did that. They 2-0'd them, I want to say.
Okay.
And the strat did work out in the end. So, Timado, how's he gonna look? He's looking for that Skadi here as his next big item. You've got Solo going towards his Ags. Ramsey's not sure what Ramsey wants to go for. They might be able to catch this one though. Did they have enough control? Kiyotaka, they're at least going to force a BKB. That is a really nice thing to force from TSM. And Kiyotaka now, or they might even just Bryle walks himself up and takes our Axe.
Okay, just a little boop in the range barracks. Not
I don't know. I don't think I'd like to be
problem.
booped like that. That's one of those that, you know, if that's what you're into, you know, I'm not judging you, but for me, I think I'd stay away from that.
Yeah, looks like Bryle likes to clap some cheeks, but it is just a range barracks for now. Not that big of an issue for 9 Pandas. It looks like they are holding pretty decently here. What is the win probability? What does GAIMIN think? I would say probably 70% TSM. Okay, 74.
Okay. And now, I mean, the push is in Timado. He's still farming. He's farming right on top of Ramses, and Ramses is the one to back himself away. Timado, in terms of buybacks, yeah, so we've got 2 on the side of TSM, and 2 on the side of 9 Pandas as well. So both teams have those buybacks in hand on... No, okay, Ramses buys out. Was that the split for the Nullifier? He's going for a Swift Blink. Okay, Swift Blink to come out, and needs about 60 gold for it. So not too far away here.
Oh, yeah. He tried to go sneaky, but...
No, it's under a ward.
It's nighttime.
Oh, there's no follow-up. Okay, everyone else is away. Never mind.
I mean, Slark already knew he was there. He tried to like, oh, I'm just walking up this high ground, but Slark definitely knew he was there from the beginning because it's nighttime. So good luck trying to trick a Slark in a moment like this. And smoke regardless. So 3 heroes are smoked up. Storm and Ramsey is not really a part of this.
Yeah, and Kiyotaka gonna outpush this lane. Shieldren on the Slark there as well, so a little bit of extra life coming through for him. But the Swift Blink for the Alchemist is up. How far away from the Skadi is he on the Slark? He had 5,000 gold. So if my maths is correct, which it isn't, you know, he pretty much has it in the next 200-300 gold. But
yeah, he can sell the Midas because he doesn't have a slot. Buying the Skadi means he needs to give up the gem or the Midas. Selling the Midas would give him the gold anyways. So maybe he's considering eating these eggs first, or because it's gonna be awkward slots wise. And I think carrying the gem on Slark is always very nice.
Do you give up the gem, maybe pass it over to Kasane though, or do you want Timado to be carrying this just to be able to get those know where the wards are and then just be able to get the D wards out?
I think you keep the gem until you get Aegis. That's probably when you pass it out to either Bryle or Kasane, as they will go for a smoke. Okay. Still holding on to... Oh, he did... Okay, so he backpacked the Midas here and bought out for the Skadi.
Okay, that's big, because that's all, you know, his buyback goal now. So Ramses doesn't have it on the board still for another 2,000 gold. They're going to be able to get the D-Ward. Bryle jumps himself in. The toss comes out. Do they have the control? There's going to be the static storm, but he's got himself in this. Caught in the kinetic field, though, yeah, and there's going to be enough damage. Timado gets the kill. And in fact, he might be able to get himself over onto Ramses. Ramses can even reply to this one. The right click's coming through here. Ramses, he's trying to hold that BKB for a little bit longer. He's got the Abyssal Blade if he needs it, but the control coming through. Kinetic field, he pops that BKB eventually. Now the Sprout comes out. He's going to try and go for the TP. And now the 4-star forward. Do they have anything to stop this? They don't. But they still get the kill. They force out a BKB. They get the kill onto MieRo, and he might be able to force a little bit of high ground damage out here too.
Man, that Sprout is just breaking Ramsey's ankles. This is the second one that's costly. He has to BKB TP out. I think you probably give up this line of Brax because you have no BKB on Ramses, no buyback on this Brewmaster. Taking this fight is probably suicide if you're 9 Pandas.
Well, they're going to try. Kiyotaka dives in. Lotus Orb is there, though, so they do take down the tier 3 tower. Bryle jumps in. He finds Ramses. Ramses doesn't have his BKB. Timado, can they do the damage? You're going to have the lockdown even through the Abyssal Blade. It doesn't matter. Ramses is dead for 84 seconds. Screw the racks. Just go tier 4s. They get the lockdown onto Solo, and Solo buys himself back into this one. Kiyotaka trying to do the best to waste as much time as possible. MieRo's back up in 9 seconds. They're just looking for all 3 tier 3 towers here. Maybe even mega creeps from this as well.
That positioning from Ramses was way too bold. He knew he had no buyback. He knew he had no BKB.
Oh,
just gets tossed back. Bryle. Such a good performance from him.
And yeah, the buyback comes out now as well. Bryle's going to be caught out. Mystic Flood does get dropped on him, so they get the kill onto the Tiny. The Tiny, though, has that buyback if things start getting hurry for him. Ari pops his own BKB. And it isn't going to be enough here, because Timado's like, you know what, I'm going to come right back in. I know you've just bought back, and I want to punish you for it. And they want this last Rax. They want the Mega Creeps coming out here. Kasane, even if it costs him his life, he's going to use the Black Dragon to get it. Pops his own BKB. The Static Storm, the lockdown with the Kinetic Field. Do they have this one? This is going to be the dieback on Kiyotaka. GG, he just calls it. They know there's no way out of it, and it is going to be 9 Pandas being knocked out by TSM in 2 games.
I know I said TSM was slightly favored, but the way they were able to win these 2 games, just very convincing victory against the